Tom, thank you so much for coming to the show, buddy.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
I like to ask this question to get started. How did we get here? Tell us. You don't have to go back to 1962, right? But kind of tell us a little bit about how you got here.
Well, I'm a born and raised Indiana guy. Came to Charlotte as one of those halfbacks, as you might know that term. I went to Chicago, got my MBA in finance, went to Connecticut to get some family support for a couple young daughters at the time, and down to Florida, working for another bank down there. And then when I found where I really wanted to be, that was Charlotte, North Carolina. I moved here in 2005 and started Level Management Partners about that time.
So, Tom, talk to us about some of the business issues that you had to overcome starting a business here, moving in from out of state, coming into Charlotte. How long have you been here in business with Level Management? That would all be a good place to start, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I started Level Management when I first moved here in 2005. And like most companies, most new entrepreneurs, I had the same kind of challenges that many have, is trying to figure out what's going to work, have perhaps way too many ideas and not enough money and resources to be able to execute them all. So the challenge was trying to prioritize and pick the right wins. And so that was a big challenge. And so I overcame that and was fortunate enough to have a couple really strong clients early in my business career. And one of the most pivotal times was when I first had my first small business client. And that was moving from a large corporate environment down to the people that really make the economy work, the small business owner. And that was just a remarkable transition for me. I really love the opportunity to work with smaller business owners, the passion that they bring to their business, the passion that they bring to every day is really rewarding for me.
So talk to us in straight layman's terms about how do you help a business owner with their exit planning and growth strategies?
Well, one of the first things I do when I work with a client is really get to know them and understand what they're doing in their business today. And I use a bunch of really unique and powerful diagnostic tools that are from a company that I also own, which is called Evaluasis. And Evaluasis provides some really foundational information about how they're operating their business, how they're doing their marketing, how they're doing their sales process, how they are leading their organization, how they are doing their business processes in general. And financial controls are important in a small business. So it helps us to really jumpstart our work with the client and get a really good handle very quickly about what they're doing, what they're not doing, and gives us a running start in helping them grow.
What are some of the things that I'm going to find out by doing that type of an evaluation of, pick the department you want, but what are the things that I'm going to find out by doing that?
Well, the strange thing is that we always find ideas that were totally off the radar from the clients that we work with. They may be in any facet of running a company, but the one common theme is that we come up with a whole host of ideas that they weren't aware of that could really be significant value drivers. Whether those are different ways to approach sales, different ways to bring in more qualified leads in the marketing realm, whether those are more people issues around human resources and trying to get productivity out of their workforce, whether they are risk issues regarding financial control and the like. There will be ideas that will be complete surprises. And some of those ideas that are complete surprises wind up being the biggest value drivers for the client. every time.
Tom, I went to the website and I looked at some of your stuff, and I kind of chuckled because the valuation. I looked at it and I thought, wow, this is a SAT for a business person. What's the average size client that you work with? That's sort of a good place for you to be.
Well, the average size client for us is probably in a revenue size of 5 to 15 million. That's probably typical. We've worked with some smaller businesses as well.
So when they come to you, they're coming to you because they think they have a problem, right? They think they've got a problem A, right? They take the SAT course that I saw on your website, and you're saying, well, what I find out is they're talking about a symptom, and this is going to help me get to the problem. Talk a little bit about that, because I see that a lot in small business. What they think is the problem really is not the case.
That's exactly right. And we see that every day, every single day, that you'll find a business owner that is coming and saying, hey, I've got this pain. I need you to remove this pain for us. And I'll say, well, actually, I can remove the pain, but what we really need to do to keep that pain from coming back tomorrow is address the core problem that underlies it. And then it'll take a little bit of digging, perhaps, to figure out what it is. Sometimes it's completely obvious to someone coming in from the outside. And that's where our unique perspective, an outside perspective, can be very helpful.
If somebody wanted to reach you, how could they reach you?
They can reach me at my email address, which is tombixby@levelmp.com. And my phone number is 980-272-0274.
This is radio, man. You got to say it twice.
Yep. Tom Bixby at levelmp.com, or by phone at 980-272-0274.
Great.